Okay, so in my very brief Instagram Q&A that I did earlier, that I didn't take very seriously, I actually did get a lot of questions about the photos that I take, and I didn't really answer any of them because I felt like maybe I don't have the authority to actually speak on it. You know, I just taking photos of things that I want to take photos of. But there were a lot of questions, and I'm feeling in this moment okay to answer them. So let's do that again, and I'll focus and I'll actually try and answer some questions to do with the photos that I take. You've 100% had to scroll through some color photos to get to this point in the story. Sorry, I forgot I was going to be nice. That is actually a good question. So oh my god, I'm zoomed in. Mostly shoot with a waist level viewfinder, which means I don't have the camera up here. I have it at my chest or my waist, and I look down through it. So people don't necessarily see me holding up this camera where they shy away from it. I take it when I'm looking down like this, and then I might look up at them and down again. But so it's much more subtle, and that tends to stop people being so reactive. If this is in regards to the photos that I take at work, one of the things that I like the most is we are a show where obviously we have some sets that are the same week in, week out, but it's not like we are a courtroom procedural where we're on the same set every week. We do a lot of things that we do once and we'll never do again. So it's a way to memorialize those moments and the kind of wacky things that we get to do for 1 or 2 days. When I shoot people in black and white, the color can be distracting sometimes to me. Photos feel much more emotive, or I feel the emotion, at least more of the photo, if the color is stripped away, if that makes sense. I don't really find myself excited by digital. I thought I might a few times over the years and almost bought a digital camera, but always backed out. That's my neighbor's dog. The things I find exciting about film are, I like the not knowing in the moment. You know, there are imperfections that come with film of, you know, maybe somebody was blinking, or maybe they moved a little bit too fast and it was blurry. But I like those imperfections. They make them feel like real moments. Whereas if I was shooting digital, I would probably ask the person to do something again and it would feel manufactured. Whereas when I shoot film, I feel like I'm capturing real moments as they happen. And then I get excited when I get them developed and I don't know quite what they're going to be. I would start with a 35mm camera rather than a medium format 120. So something where first of all, 35mm on a roller film, you're going to get 36 shots out of a roller film, so you shoot more. Whereas medium format cameras that I shoot, some of them you get 10, some of them you get 12. So yeah, 35mm camera, something simple like a Canon A1, something that has maybe a program mode and has an aperture priority and a shutter priority, so you don't have to manually put in the settings yourself. Maybe something with a light meter built into it, which I think a Canon A1 would. So, maybe a Canon AE1. I think it was a little bit annoying at first, but they've gotten used to me doing it. Or I maybe, I don't know, this is maybe a bit giving myself a pat on the back, but I think maybe I send them stuff as we go sometimes, and they're like, oh, these are nice photos. So they have more tolerance of me. I have a number of bags, but the one that I really like the most is a backpack. I think it's called Brevite or Brevite. I'm gonna tag them. Hey, send me some free stuff. Brevite, whatever your name is. But yes, it's a backpack and it has a camera compartment and a real life compartment. Yes, I watched a ton of YouTube videos to teach myself the basics of exposure. And once I had a good grasp of the kind of fundamentals of that, I went out and took a lot of photos and still take some bad ones, and part of the process. It's not really a conscious decision-making process. I either like it or I don't. Yeah, I think as soon as I see it, something I feel whether or not I'm a fan of it. I would say, why do you have to try and keep it fun? If it's not something that you innately find fun, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything that is not a fun hobby.